The fifth lecture, Lexicosemantic and Phraseological Problems of Translation. Lecture class plan. The first, lexicosemantic variants of polysemantic words and their choice in context. The second, the translation of the word and the context. The main features of phraseological units or stable phrases, the possession of one meaning, combining the meaning of their components. Therefore, the translator should pay great attention not to the individual meanings of the components, but to the homogeneous meaning of the general phrase. Constant phrases are divided into figurative and non-figurative. Let us give an example of non-figurative stable phrases. To make a sacrifice, to have a good sleep, the good nature of sleep, to pay attention, attention. It should be noted to the characteristic, stylistic, and semantic properties of English phraseology. For example, the hell of a time translated as the time during which there is allowed pleasure or cherished. The ways of translation or figurative expressions. The first, phraseological equivalence. If a certain phraseological unit completely coincides with the authentic and stylistic language of the original and the translation, we translate it in the way of phraseological equivalence. Alternatives are divided into complete and incomplete. For example, full alternatives. To cast a glass, through ice, the bitter through. To play with the fire, play with fire. An example of an incomplete alternative, to kill the goose that lays the golden eggs, killing a chicken that gives birth to golden eggs. The second, the use of phraseological variation. Such constant expressions are translated into regular expressions reminiscent of the meaning. For example, to work one's fingers to be bone, to work without interrupting the hands, to hit the bird in the eye, to find exactly. The third, classification of phraseological units or constant phrases. When translating regular phrases that have no analogies or versions in the target language, the translator translates literally in order to preserve the original meaning. For example, liars must have good memories, need will be remembered. To keep a dog and bark oneself. We are worried. Also would dog. The fourth, pictorial translation. If the interpreter divides from a regular phrase, he is able to translate it without a description of the meaning of this constant phrase. For example, and it is firm this that we shall arrive at some particulars regarding the new Calm family, which will show us that they have a skeleton or two in their closets, as well as their neighbors. The fourth, lexical problems of translation, lexical translation in the transformation of words, international words. There are different reasons to the question why the translators have to appeal to a lexical transformation in translation. They are closely related to the semantic features of the two languages. Semantic structures of words, their applications, conditions of identity, vocabulary resource of each language. These factors can cause difficulties to the translator. International words are words that sound the same in several languages. There is have a sound, semantic and grammatical structure. There are two independent recurrences of translation of verbs with prefixed meanings. The first, if a verb with a prefixed meaning represents a movement and its description, it is usually translated by a verb to which a certain word with an adverb is added. There is a word standing on a pre-stressed syllable describes this action. For example, the train whistled out of the station. The train was delivered from the station by giving a bell. The second, if a verb with a prefixed meaning means a transition from one state to another, an occasion or the result of an action, it is translated by two verbs. There is by subordinate clause and by a proposal infinitive. For example, he had an elder brother who had flunked out of law school. He was the brother who failed his exams and for this was removed from law school. The lecture is over.